are here with the cast of Saturday Night Fever. This is Cocktails with the Cast. How's everybody doing?
We should have had cocktails during the show. No, maybe not.
On cast.
Doing all right. Missing everybody.
Okay, so it's been a while since we've all been together. So, Saturday Night Fever was I think I told you during the run of rehearsals and at the performances and everything like that, that it was something that was close to my heart because I grew up in that era, okay? So I kind of relived my youth through you guys. Not you, Mary, but everybody else.
Wow.
No.
Coming at her throat already. So here's to you, here's to the cast.
Here's to everybody.
Of Saturday Night
Staying
Fever.
healthy.
Let's show
Cheers.
the Julies. Woohoo.
Ooh, true.
Congrats to everyone at the Julies that won. Woohoo. Congrats to everybody that was nominated. Woohoo.
Yes, absolutely. So let me start off asking you guys, and jump in, whoever wants to, jump in first. Why, and I know I asked a lot of you to audition for this show because we didn't get a big turnout, but why did you come back and say yes? So we'll start with Jill.
Oh, me, okay.
Yeah, I don't want to put you on the spot if you don't want me to.
No, well, I mean, you sent me that song, and I was like, all right. I'll take the opportunity to sing that song. And for me, I never really considered myself a dancer, but it was really cool to step into a role that required so much dancing.
So Jill, you said you got the, I sent you the song and...
Oh, I missed all of it? Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
We heard that you wanted to be a dancer.
Okay. Well, so basically, I mean, I listened to that song and I was like, all right, I'd love a chance to sing that song on stage. And it was really fun to step into the shoes of a dancing role, which I never really had done before. I had a lot of help, specifically Andrew picking me up and throwing me around. And so that was so much fun. So I'm thrilled I did it. I had no idea I wanted to do this show, but thrilled I ended up.
If I can't have you, I don't want nobody, baby. If I can't have you, oh, oh. If I can't have you, I don't want nobody, baby. If I can't have you, oh, oh. And for the moment, with it all inside, I could hide just to find it. No need to apologize. Just being a stranger, everybody knows. But now it shows when someone is in your eyes. What kind tears that apart, leaving me pain and sorrow, losing it now, wondering why. Where would I be tomorrow?
You, Cass, because you didn't audition either. I called you in at callbacks, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I didn't really know much about the show. I'd obviously heard of it and heard of the movie, but just knowing all of the music, I was like, how could I say no? The Bee Gees are amazing.
Right, yeah.
And,
Killed on that
also,
song.
right. Oh, thank you.
She's like, yeah, I know.
But also just the fact that it was like so Italian, and I'm like, this is my family. Like I had to do it, I just love the character of Stephanie. She's very fun to play.
Cool. So, Miss Nicolette, what did you think when I told you that? Okay, I want you to think about this part because even though it's really a man's part, it could be a woman's part too.
So you called me, you offered me Monty, and I said, oh gosh, I don't know if I could do that. I was like, let me sleep on it. So then I looked up videos of what the hell Monty did because I didn't really know.
Right.
Prior, I just knew it was a man. And then I was like, okay, I could kind of get behind this. All right, I think I can do it.
Wow.
Wow, yeah.
And Mr. Eppolito, you actually started with one part and then switched to another. How'd that happen?
Because I was like, there's no way I'm old enough to be Andrew's father. Did I have him when I was 12?
Right?
That's why. No.
Okay.
I'm barely 40, so there's no way I could be Andrew's dad. Not
Okay.
unless there was some severe shenanigans going on and, child services was called in. No way I could have been Andrew's dad.
Tony
like,
Manero,
16.
how would you characterize your experience with the Grand? And be honest, at first you were really kind of apprehensive because you were coming off a professional national tour, right?
Yes.
Yes, and I said to him, you have to do this for me because you owe me. No, talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, it's going from like a national tour and then like it's theater is theater, and I have learned that no matter where you are, whether it's in your kitchen singing a song, theater is theater, and it doesn't really matter where you perform. And so I mean doing it at the Grand and that's the place that gave me my start, so it ended up being like one of the greatest experiences ever. And Tony is a role that I've always wanted to play, and being able to do it with you guys was just amazing.
You were amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, stop.
You? Oh no.
You guys were amazing. Stop.
Group effort.
Yes.
So Corey, this was your first experience with the road company, right?
Yeah.
So how did you like it? What did you like about the show? And just tell us a little bit about your experience.
Well, I'd always wanted to audition for a show there, and I remember coming to see the shows before Saturday Night Fever was announced. It was still the surprise show, and I knew from the hint, yeah, and a hint that it was Saturday Night Fever, because I grew up on this music. My family is very Italian, very they all listen to this music still. So I was this makes me want to do it. This is a show that I'd love to do, a theater that I love to work with. That's what pushed me to do it. And then the experience overall was just amazing. I loved performing on the stage, and I loved the family that I got from it. And
Good. And what did you think about wearing that patchwork denim bell bottom outfit that we
For it well.
costumes ever.
Let's cut to the chase. Just tell me one of your most challenging thing that happened during rehearsals or show, or the funniest thing that happened during the rehearsal or show. So anybody want to start? I mean, I don't want to pick on people. Go ahead, Mary.
I'll do my what was challenging was because I've worked with Andrew a little bit, and I didn't want to be mean.
Yeah.
and yet when push came to shove, I think he and I just really connected. And so I was like, am I going to cry or am I going to laugh? What's going to happen here? And I always looked forward to our scenes together, Andrew, because I know you always brought your best and would challenge anybody you're with. And I wanted to step up my game, and it was just such a privilege.
Oh, thank
Anybody
you.
else have a challenging or funny thing? No.
Well, I didn't have to dance, so my challenges were limited.
Anybody else? Not besides Mary, but go ahead.
Everybody kept pushing me backstage. We kept talking about funny things we could do. backstage, and everybody kept saying, "Oh, you got to do that! Oh, you got to do that! Oh, you got to do that! Oh, yeah, put in that thing from Staying Alive." Do it. And I'm like, "Okay, how far can I push it before Laura yells at me?"
And it was like, remember, there was like a little too much fog one night, like after
Yeah.
Sarah's number into the bedroom number, and he comes in and's like, "What are you smoking in here?" And I was like,
I forgot about that one.
kill him.
That was a good one. That was a good. There was a lot
was
of
a good
fun.
one.
What was the other one? I'm gonna take. You should. You move pretty good. Maybe you should go on beyond Broadway or something. That was another one. That was
Mm.
and then of course,
Andrew,
Andrew.
what was your most funniest or challenging, the most challenging thing?
Funniest. Oh God, it has to be something that Ed has done. But I think the funniest thing that happened to Jill and I on stage was during the top of Act 2 nights on Broadway. We'd come out and I'm shirtless.
So no one even noticed I'm there.
Yes they do. And then Jill and I do this like dance, and there was this like little girl on stage left, and she's like, "That man is naked."
We were both like trying so hard, but
Not
had
to
to
laugh.
laugh. The whole audience was laughing.
It was really funny.
We were like, wait until she sees the next scene.
Oh boy.
Yeah, right.
He's gonna get a little more naked.
Yeah. And I think the most challenging part was I had never had to do a show. I decided to do the show for my grandfather because he wanted me to do it.
Right.
And then, as all of you know, he passed away before the show opened. So having to hold that in my heart the whole time while doing a show, and like it's a hard thing to do. So I think that was my biggest challenge through the entire show.
This was role he wanted to see you in too, wasn't
Yes.
it? He didn't get to. Like,
Yeah.
we were thinking that we could have him come to like, you
To,
know,
like, the dress rehearsal.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's okay. I mean, he saw it. He did see it.
Yeah.
But that was my biggest challenge.
So Jill said that she loved her teal jumpsuit, and Corey said that he loved the patchwork denim bell bottoms that. So does I know Nicole brought like one of her own like really sparkly outfits, which was awesome. But for me,
That was killer.
loved the clothes. It was amazing because during one of the rehearsals, one of the ensemble, not the ensemble, but one of the basses, Zach said to me, "Did they have a mirror? Did you have a mirror, Laurie?" Because I brought my yearbook in. And then at the end during Tech Week, they were all like strutting in their clothes and stuff like that. And I'm like, "Oh yeah, these clothes are pretty cool." So what did everybody think of their clothes?
I was living for the I love
Mine
them.
were just so flattering. It brought out a level of femininity I have never experienced.
Well, you were Flo, so you had the house dress on, but everybody else
Of course.
had no clothes
I love my
on.
bouncer, some spouter shades. I love those.
You liked those.
Ashley, what'd you think about your plaid pants? I love them. I found
Oh my God, I
them
love
in the
them.
store.
They were so cute. I really liked all my costumes. They fit well. They're stylish. They're great.
Yeah.
I had an all blue costume that I would wear in the dances for the end of Act 1, and every night I loved the costume. It was like so like flattering and like nice looking, but I could never keep my shirt tucked in because it was
I
like
remember that.
and so I tried to pin it, and the one night I don't know if it was like a dress rehearsal, one of the pins came loose and was like poking me as I'm
But
dancing.
that was a show. That was show.
And I'd sit with it poking as I'm like throwing Stevie around the stage and like tear in my eye, but it's theater.
Yeah. Theater. That's cool. I mean, I went to Goodwill and I bought, I picked through the bins and got shoes for like 99 cents a pound. You know, it was And some of those shoes that Stevie wore, that Ariana wore, remember their heels broke, and I'm like, oh, that's what you get when you buy shoes from Goodwill.
For 99 cents.
Oh no.
Ariana definitely had the best costumes. They were so cute.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
She's
she's
like
the
a little
figure for it
mannequin.
too.
You can
Man.
dress her up.
What was that?
I said she was like a little mannequin. You could just dress her up and like try this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Was it
did have some
Paul?
good costumes.
Was it Paul who had the gold jacket?
Oh, the
Vinny.
gold jacket and the gold
Oh, Vinny
shoes, I
had the
thought.
gold jacket. Paul had the gold shoes.
Paul had the
Yes.
gold shoes. Vinny
Yeah.
had the gold jacket. I was down in Ocean City on my vacation last year, and there was this. I always go with different couples, and there's always this one guy. He likes to go to a lot of antique stores during the week. And on one rainy day, I went with him, and I told him what I wanted to shop for. I'm like, look for definitely late 70s bell bottoms, that kind of attire. And he came up, he found that gold jacket, and I'm like, that's awesome. Who can fit it? Who can fit into it? Because it was small. I'm like, he can fit.
I'm gonna put this on somebody.
Somebody will wear this, right? Yeah,
Oh
no,
my
but it was fun
goodness.
shopping for you guys. You know me, I like to dress you up. It's awesome. What else can you guys say about Saturday Night Fever? I mean, what did you think of, I guess, the music, the pit? Maybe,
They're always good.
yeah.
They're always so the pit. Leave it.
Yeah,
right
the
there.
pit sounded great.
Didn't they? Yeah.
Yeah. Ruslan always does an amazing job. I honestly, I could say this. I think the Grand has one of the best pits
I
in the
agree.
world. Like
Good.
they're so great.
Yeah.
It always
Very
sounds like
professional.
it always sounds like a Broadway pit to me.
Thank you. Yeah.
We
And
never
it's amazing because there's usually only 6 or 7 pieces down there.
Yeah.
Oh, Jill, tell me about that. How terrifying was it that you had to walk behind the platform on this like 4-inch ledge?
I mean, it wasn't that scary to do it. I was more scared that I was gonna actually kill Vinny.
Oh god.
Like, I didn't want to like pull too hard and actually like push him off. So that was more nerve-wracking than actually being on it myself.
Right. Good played. So Ed, I haven't heard from you in a while. Are you not drinking? I can't believe you're not drinking.
No, I've got some water here. I'm good.
Well, then you knew that this was cocktails with the cast, right?
I did, but I'm trying to cut down right now. So
Have you been day drinking? Have you been
not
day
as much
drinking?
as I would hope to, but no, we just got our shipment in and we just got our shipment in and it's still in decontamination. So
I know.
I've got this, but I can't touch it. So
Yeah, the decontaminate alcohol. There's something weird with that.
I know, just the outside. If I could get to the inside, I would. But yeah.
So I'll leave you, I guess, with one last question. So how is everybody keeping your vocals, your singing up, your enthusiasm for the arts up in this pandemic environment? I mean, it's hard, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you guys do? I mean, Jill, do you sing every day? Does everybody Cassie, do you sing every day? I mean,
I live in
Yes, I do.
you
don't want to annoy all my neighbors, so I'll just go on drives and sing.
Okay.
In my car and sing.
I just annoy all my neighbors.
What do you do, Lev? What do you do?
Well, I've been like working, so every day when I have to work, then I just drive in the car and I sing a little bit, and then I'll sing at home every now and then if I feel like it. And then I watch Netflix to support actors, you gotta support the arts.
You're so altruistic.
How about you, Andrew? What are you doing?
I sing every day. Yeah, I sing.
On Facebook,
I-
I haven't heard him sing every day.
Yeah, I do. I make videos every day for like
Good. Oh, good.
trying to keep people interested in listening. So, and I dance every day as well.
All right, so I guess this will wrap things up, ladies and gentlemen. So let me just pour the last of it into my glass, right?
Oh.
And toast to all you guys. Toast, 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 toast.
Toast, toast, toast.
And we're all
Cheers.
safely staying at home.
Yes.
Yeah, be
Stay healthy.
safe, be healthy. I thank you for doing this. And God bless.
Pleasure to be a part of it.
Okay.
Yes.
I will see
Always.
you all later.
It's so great to see you
Great.
all.
Next
Be
time.
safe, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Stay
Bye.
well. Bye-bye.
Thank you.